You claim that at the time of the murder, you were with Detective Bad. But you did. But didn't you? But don't you lawyers usually discuss the trial with your clients during the recess? We do, and that's what I was planning to do. But Mr. Faraday was being rather threatening, and he dragged Mr. Rell away. After that, Mr. Bad came into lobby number 1, so we just stayed there and talked. And what did you talk with Mr. Bad about? Nothing interesting. I just insulted him some. And then you talked about how the trial was going, and then I insulted him some more. When she's not laughing, her mouth seemingly spews nothing but insults. Anyway, Mr. Bad and I were in the detective lobby number 1 when the murder occurred. So I really can't tell you anything about the hallway or lobby number 2. I see. And what about Mr. Rell? I'd like to ask you a few questions about your clients, Mr. Mackerel. Now your clients first claim to be the Yatagarasu, is that correct? Yeah. Once I've heard that was the Yatagarasu that made off with the evidence from KG8, I began to ask Mr. Rell all sorts of questions, but to no avail. Turns out Mr. Rell was not the Yatagarasu. He had just made that up. He made it up? Mr. Rell's crime was caught on tape by the security cameras. But there's no footage of him sneaking into the Cordopian embassy itself. Hold on for just 1 second. Then you mean to say that you knew that he was not Yatagarasu? And that he was just another cold-blooded killer? And that you were ready to defend him? Yes, that's right. I see. So a defense lawyer is actually just someone whose job it is to cover for criminals. Well, you're learning bridge to the turnabout that that's not really the case. That's why defense lawyers are so detestable. But they are no match for us from Kanmas. I don't believe it. You're serious? Why don't you save that face for something really worth being serious about? And Edgeworth, do you remember what I said earlier? I have my own agenda. I'm still on the hunt for leads regarding the KGA incident, alright? And for that, you have not a single claim about defending a known killer? Don't put words in my mouth. I said no such thing. The only way I had to get closer to Mr. Rell was to be his lawyer. I had no intention of covering for him, ever. Hold on. I'm just gonna move my little setup here. It won't take that long. Hopefully the camera won't fall over. And it did. Oh yeah, I'll just cut to the next part. Let me just zoom out a little bit here. There you go. So, don't you dare suggest that I was going to. I'm sorry. Forgive my rashness. Excuse me. And let me ask you about the Yatagarasu. Miss you. I was wondering if you could tell me about the Yatagarasu. The Yatagarasu? Huh. I don't really know much about that character myself. But I do get a lot of consultation requests from companies to defend him. Requests from companies? The Yatagarasu isn't some petty thief out for money, you know.
Huh. Alright then, perhaps the Yatagarasu is in the business of stealing people's lives?
You're not very funny or witty, or are you, little Miss Von Karma? Francisca, be careful about who you whip. Choose carefully, or we may be sued by,
There, I chose carefully, just like you wanted.
That just now was hilarious, little missy.
Of course it was.
What's wrong with these two women? Why does my pain give them delight?
And so in the end, what is the Yatagarasu? I have to say, I've never heard of it. I've never even heard of these thieves when I was in Germany.
The Yatagarasu deals in information, mainly digging out dirt about backroom dealings and the lives of companies. The Yatagarasu is a vigilante who steals such info and then makes it public for all to see.
Vigilante or not, this person sounds like just another criminal to me.
I suppose you could put it that way too. But either way, I've got a lot more clients now, thanks to that thief. Sounds to me like Miss Yu is profiting nicely. Suppose I've gotten all I can out of Miss Yu. I should move on and speak with Detective Gumshoe now. Let's do that. Yo, Gummy! Detective Gumshoe.
Hey, it's you, pal. You're here. Yow! As am I.
I don't think you need to whip him to let him know that.
I didn't do it, pal.
I promise on my honor as a detective, I really didn't. Your words are useless. I place my trust only on the evidence, detective. Once the investigation is fully over, and we should find out that you are the killer, there will be no mercy to be had for you.
Have a heart, pal.
But are you not worried? But you are not worried, right? After all, you have nothing to worry about. If you really are innocent, that is.
That's right. Hey, pal. Go and do your perfect investigation and get the real killer for me, will ya?
I would have done so.
Even had you not requested me to, detective.
Now about the motive of the murder.
So you and Mr. Faraday had a small meeting last week, did you? What exactly did you do to make him so angry? I just asked Detective Bad the same thing myself, pal. Points out that he was mad at me because my very first day as a detective, I reported in my usual post instead of the Criminal Affairs Department. By the time I got down to Criminal Affairs, I was really, really late. And that's when he gave me that huge speech. I remember doing the same exact scene in elementary school. So, on the first day of school every year, I'd always wind up and
going to my old classroom. How pathetic for the detective to be compared to a mere school child.
I kind of did that when who didn't do that when they were in school, right? When they were in grade school
Or middle school,
elementary, whatever.
You claim to be standing guard in front of the door to lobby number 2 during the recess. However, when you did receive the order to do so, and who from? From who?
Earlier, around 3:20.
And from Detective
Bad, pal. Today's trial took a real crazy turn. So I was told to make sure nothing happened to Mr. Faraday. And yet something did happen to him, correct? It looks like it was a total waste of manpower to assign you to on guard duty.
Yow! Your words are staying moist in your whip, pal.
So it was the Detective Bad who ordered him to stand guard. And the next step in the plan?
Now then, Detective Gumshoe. Is there anything you'd like to tell me?
Nope.
Not a thing, pal.
In that case, allow us to take a look at what you are carrying on your personage. Wait, you can't do that. There is nothing of any particular value here. Well, my handcuffs and badge were confiscated by Dad. So, you know.
And what is that open envelope I see sticking out of your coat pocket?
Ah, hands off, pal. Just show it to us already. Yow! Annual bonus check within $5 total. Except there's no check inside. You had your look, pal. Now give it back. It's my first bonus as a brand new detective. I just got it and cashed it today. I had literally no cash on me until I did, you know. So that envelope is really special to me. Now give it back. You don't need rubbish like these. Don't worry. Just throw it away for you later.